One of the most frustrating things about having adrenal fatigue is the inability to lose weight. This can be really frustrating when you've been eating exactly the same, you've been exercising, no different than you usually do, and then all of a sudden you have 10 extra pounds, usually around the belly, that you just can't get rid of. I hear you. I've been there before when I've struggled with adrenal fatigue, and it really sucks. But today I want to show you what you can do to lose weight as you're healing from adrenal fatigue. I'm Madeline McKinnon. I'm the founder of Natural Hormone Healing, and I'm a certified nutrition consultant. So what's going on? Why is it so hard to lose weight when you have adrenal fatigue? So this is because of cortisol. When you have high levels of cortisol, which your adrenals are producing, that signals your body to produce more fat. The more fat you have, the more cortisol your fat will start to produce. So even though we produce cortisol in our adrenal glands, we also produce cortisol in our fat tissue. So the more body fat you have, the more cortisol, and then it creates this vicious cycle of more cortisol, more fat. This in turn puts your body in insulin resistance. So you become more sensitive to sugar, and then the more sugar you have, your body will also put on fat from that. So it's this really frustrating thing that's going on. And if you have low cortisol, which happens after you've been in high cortisol for a while, and usually low cortisol is when you're also feeling really low energy and you can run into some other major issues. So in this term, your adrenals aren't producing a lot. So your fat will actually go into overdrive to produce the cortisol for you a lot of the time. So then weight loss can be hard when you also are having low cortisol. That's not the case always, but if you are suffering from adrenal fatigue and weight gain, that's usually what's going on. The good news is there are things that you can do about it, and even though it might take roughly around 6 months to fully recover from adrenal fatigue, you can start losing weight right away if you start using some of these practices that I'm going to share with you. Number one, you need to make sure that your exercise is compatible with the stage of adrenal fatigue you're in. There's 3 stages of adrenal fatigue, and if you are exercising, doing the wrong exercise for your body, it's actually going to produce more cortisol or put more stress on your body. So you need to make sure that you have the right form of exercise. I'd recommend that you take our adrenal fatigue quiz with the link below, and that will show you how you can tell where you are in your stage of adrenal fatigue, and that will help a lot with the exercise. But the worst exercise that you could be doing is any long distance or moderate intensity cardio. So that could be long distance running, doing an hour-long spin class. If you're still feeling pretty decent energy-wise, the best thing to do is a HIIT workout to lose weight, or a circuit training workout that's under 30 minutes. Number 2, you got to balance your blood sugar. So instead of focusing on calorie restriction and exercising a lot, losing weight with adrenal fatigue is a whole different ballgame. You don't need to worry about calorie restriction. More so, you need to focus on eating really balanced meals. Of course, you don't want to be eating like chips and just a huge calorie loads of meals, but it's more about the balancing of your meals and eating that on a regular basis that's going to give you results. So the most important thing to focus on is making sure all of your meals have a really good balance of healthy fats and protein. So you need ideally 20 to 30 grams of protein per meal, 3 meals a day, and then you actually do want to do some carbs. You don't want to do low carb because low carb will actually stress your adrenals out more. So instead think complex carbs, so having about a half of a cup to 1 cup per serving of quinoa, sweet potato, or even some beans could be technically considered a carb. Number 3, you can take certain herbs that will help balance your metabolism and increase fat burning. So 2 that I will talk about, one is maca extract powder. You can add that to your smoothies. Ideally have it 5 days a week. You can do about a teaspoon. And also matcha green tea powder has been shown through research to really help with boosting your metabolism. So you can utilize some herbs and get some great effects. Number 4 is reduce that stress. One interesting fact is your body, when it's stressed, it actually thinks that its life is at risk in some way, especially in the long term. So what your body does, it's this crazy evolutionary response that's going on, is your body actually packs belly fat, because belly fat is the easiest fat to access in times of famine. So even though you're not starving, your biology thinks that that could be a problem. So there's actually nothing wrong with you. Your body is doing its job. It's reacting in the right way. It would keep you alive in a famine, but it's not really functioning the best in our culture nowadays. So you need to find ways to get out of fight or flight and make sure that you're realistically finding a way that works for you to manage the stress. And I don't really care what it is for you. All you need to do is do what works. So for some, it might be meditation. For others, it might be going to the spa to get a pedicure, or it could be just relaxing or having sex with your partner. You have to find what's going to get you into that state and do it often. Pleasure is the key to get your body into that relaxed state. Number 5, make sure you're getting quality sleep. You gotta go to bed at about 10 p.m. every single night and try and sleep for 8 hours. And I know if you have adrenal fatigue, the sleep might be a problem, but you gotta do your best to invest in that quality sleep. So that could be making sure you're sleeping in the dark, having a healing tea before bed, really doing some research. We do have resources as well coming up on our blog, and we have future videos on how to get a really good sleep. So if you want to learn how to do that with adrenal fatigue, definitely stay tuned. Number 6, one remedy that you can do is apple cider vinegar, 1 tablespoon with water before bed. This is going to get your body into more of a fat burning mode, and it will lower your insulin and your blood sugar and make it more balanced when you wake up in the morning. This has been shown through research to help people with weight loss, and it's a great option if you have adrenal fatigue. Number 7, make sure you're drinking water. You need water to boost your metabolism and flush that fat out. So make sure you have 3 liters a day. But if you have adrenal fatigue, you need to make sure you're remineralizing your water, because you need those electrolytes and those minerals. So add about a pinch of good quality Himalayan rock salt to your water, or you could add some Celtic sea salt or some sort of mineral drops, and make sure you're really getting that in, getting clean water, filtered water or spring water. So when you do these 7 things, this is going to put your body into more of a fat burning mode, but also it's going to help you heal your adrenal fatigue and get your energy back. So if you want more of these videos, you can subscribe, give us a like. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. And don't forget to download your free adrenal fatigue quiz to find out what stage you're in, to make sure that you can have the best exercise routine and the best herbal protocols to help your body heal. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.